What up, YouTube? It's your boy Sleep back with another video, and today we're reacting to Akademiks brutally destroys Sneako in the debate. This might actually be a video where I agree with DH for once, because the things I was hearing from Sneako, bro, trying to justify what's been going on with Chud and this whole rage bait situation, it don't go, bro. But before we get into that, go ahead and hit the subscription box below with the bell to the side for Naughty Squad, and like this video. We is on a road to 10K. Let's get there. With that being said, let's see what this video hitting for. Let go.
Them niggas in Palestine should let go of goddamn hurt that Israel doing to them.
Okay.
Let it go.
The fact that you're not able to comprehend the difference between genocide.
No. Okay, if you say word has no meaning, say fuck Allah right now.
Is that what you're saying?
Oh.
I never thought I'd wholeheartedly agree with Akademiks, but here we are. Recently, he had
a the world's coming into and I'm agreeing with DH. He's agreeing with Akademiks. That's crazy.
Debate with Sneako over Chud the Builder, a man who I covered in a
Glad we can all come together
video because he has gone viral for being a racist person who goes around and antagonizes black people. He's reached such mainstream notoriety, he's become a common subject
in a literal
of
month.
discourse. And with Sneako's conservative opinion on Chud the Builder, Akademiks decided to debate him. And like I said, I wholeheartedly agree with Akademiks. When the things you say are so dumb that Akademiks can seem smart, you know you've messed up. We got some interesting stuff to talk about today, twin, so come tap in. Comment for the algorithm. Before I get into the actual debate and speak about how crazy it is that Akademiks can be seen as reasonable, let me give you guys a little context. Chud the Builder is a racist man who is going around and calling black people slurs to prove the narrative that we're violent people who lack self-control. But obviously going around and antagonizing people is not how you prove individuals are violent. And now Chud is in a position where the mother of his child wants to change their son's name because he's just destroying their reputation by being an asshole.
I might as well just tell you what I'm really upset about. My son's mother texted me today saying that she wants to change his name, switch it from mine. She fears for him, you know. She's like, oh, you've tarnished your name, and I don't want him to have to deal with that.
Low-key, I just wanted an excuse to play this clip. Since my video, his life has only got worse, so I want to show y'all. And if you guys want an update, please let me know. But Sneako, being the grifting piece of shit he is, decided to not only reach out to
I didn't know he
Chud
dyed
to
his
give
hair
him
like
a
that.
word of advice, but he claims that he sees a perspective
Chris Brown
in
era.
what he's doing, which is that nobody
look
should
like
be
Marlon.
offended over words, and we shouldn't give words power.
I'll just be straight up. I reached out to him and I told him, bro, you should probably do some desktops, because a lot of people are thinking that you are going to be a target. A lot of people want him dead. I'll just put it straight up. And I don't agree with a lot of what he does. It can be antagonizing, but a lot of stuff's funny. I can't even lie to you. It is funny to see, because the principle is that he's standing on free speech. Obviously, he is antagonizing it a lot, and he is kind of looking out for it. But there is a message within it if he's able to explain himself, and if he's able to give his backstory. And I don't want to see people target him and use him as a way for violence, and I don't want to see him provoke more people, especially right now when there's a bigger conversation to be had. So I told him straight up, I reached out to him, and I said, you should probably not go outside for a while.
And it's really funny that Sneako can say stuff like this and then be surprised
Literal
that
2 weeks
nobody
ago.
cares that he got punched in New York.
Like, do you take your own advice, buddy?
Why are you sympathizing with the racist who's not only antagonizing an entire group of people, but you're finding meaning in his disgusting anti-human behavior? Being anti-black is anti-human. Chud even walks around with a gun and bear spray. He's the biggest pussy ever. It's one thing to be anti-human and to go around and dehumanize a group of people, but it's another to do so and then threaten them with weapons. This is such a crazy thing to do. It's such a crazy thing to sympathize with this that even Akademiks had to step in and say,
Like, look at that
Sneako,
shit,
you're
bro.
tripping.
I can't even lie to you.
Oh hell no, ain't nothing about it funny. Ain't nothing about it funny.
Nothing about it is funny.
Sneako, we might have to take your black card. We can't have you. No, come on, Sneako. It would be funny to you because I don't think the epithet. Yo, Sneako, ain't you Muslim, nigga? If I said some anti-Muslim shit, nigga, you be in your feelings, nigga, like praying.
And that's the funny part. He literally proved that shit.
Now, I had to pause the clip right here because this is the biggest tell and the biggest gap in Sneako's argument. And Akademiks said it before he even hopped on a call or Discord. And it's the fact that if this was targeted towards Muslims, Sneako would throw a fit. And later in the video, you're gonna see Sneako try to like draw a difference between antagonizing Muslims versus black people. But I'm not gonna get too ahead of myself. But I bring it up because because when Sneako tries to defend Chud, he's essentially admitting that he's being selective with what he cares about.
Yo, Sneako, you Muslim, right?
Yeah, and there's funny
All right,
words
hold on,
about
hold on.
Muslims
Hold
too,
on,
but
are you
it
Muslim?
depends on intentions.
All right, cool. So you cool with me calling all Muslim niggas terrorists as a term of endearment?
Well, do you believe that?
No. Suppose that's what I want to call them because.
Well, you don't believe if people have real intentions.
Hold on.
If people actually believe that, then that's wrong.
A racial slur usually don't have no definition to it. The N-word with the hard ER, what's the definition of that? It's a slur to bring you down. So
yeah, there's other slurs like the word dumb. The word dumb means somebody who's not able
The
to
word,
speak, but it doesn't have the same content.
the word dumb is obviously not the same, and it does not equate to the N-word with the hard ER. Just like it doesn't equate to the F word, the S word. We know which words I'm talking about, buddy. It does not equate.
Hold on.
Somebody who's disabled.
If I called all Muslims terrorists, it
And
has
you still can't
social
say that to this day.
implications, just like if you call
Apparently.
someone the N-word, it does have that social implication in terms of what it's not about what it means, it's about you're using a term to denigrate a whole group. You don't believe that? Come on now.
People say that all my
To
Muslim
degrade?
friends, I call them terrorists too. If they're Palestinian, I call them Hamas. If it has real intentions, if you mean it, then that's a different conversation. But if you're joking around, we shouldn't let
You
words
shouldn't joke
control
around
us
like that, bro.
emotionally.
So you're saying
What are we
that
talking
this guy
about?
is joking around when he's saying he's gonna leave
No, he's
a
not.
black
I
dude.
think he actually has animosity.
Okay.
But
Now I'm gonna stop.
So then what are you
here because
saying?
Academics was on that ass.
Word.
Sneako was
Belt
trying to
two.
make the claim that it's about intent and we shouldn't let jokes offend us. But then he immediately admits that Chud wasn't joking. And not only can a white man like Chud not make that joke, it's
Hey,
just
yo.
like Academics said, there's social and historical implications that come with the word nigger. And comparing it to words like them just minimizes
not
those
funny.
implications and show you don't actually care. But I want to move on to the Discord call because I saved a couple clips that I feel like are very telling about who Sneako is and exposes just how flimsy his arguments are.
Man, Sneako
If you
cooning
say
out, bro.
word has no meaning, say fuck Allah right now.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
You
to
see
say
how
it.
you try to flip it and try to get him to say it? Oh, so that's what you said. That's what you're saying. That's what you think. That's your words? Like, no, bro, you say it. Since it doesn't mean anything, words don't mean nothing, you say it. Then they try to say, oh, it's different because you can't disrespect the Most High, and it's not the same as disrespecting people. Last time I checked, people are supposed to be the spitting image of God, ain't they not? So if you disrespecting them, are you not okay. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Should have no meaning.
come
There's
on,
a
bro.
meaning to it, right?
Okay.
Clearly. Like you wouldn't say that, right?
Because
there's
do
intended
you
meaning
not see the
to
point that you're making? How are you equating God?
words have meaning, brother.
How are you equating God
To God's people.
disrespecting God, the Almighty, something that we have faith in, to something that only has meaning if we attribute meaning to it? God has meaning without us. This hard R word, listen.
It doesn't have any meaning behind it.
Only has the meaning that you give to it.
What?
Allah exists without us.
Yeah.
You just told me
I'm sorry, I
you
can't
can't
back that,
disrespect
bro.
God. Okay, get it, and I agree. But you could disrespect an entire group of people, and your solution to that is that the entire group of people should just not be offended.
That word
Because you're doing both.
only has
Whether you say the hardy are,
It's
or you
literally
say
the
fuck Allah.
same thing. You can equate the same thing to religion, bro. There's a bunch of people who resonate with that, right? So you disrespect that. Those people who are religious are gonna feel some type of way. Just like the people who are tied to that word are going to feel some type of way about you saying it. It's the same thing, bro. The same principle. Not the same. What's the word? It's the same principle, bro.
And I just want to say, bro, I'm really thankful I left religion because some religious people use God to avoid making logical arguments. And before anyone gets on my ass, my grandpa is Muslim and I grew up as a Christian. And for all the people that remember my face cam, I still have a cross hanging up in my room. I've seen both sides of the equation and I don't hate Christians nor religious people, but religions can sometimes cloud an individual's ability to critically think. Sneako is saying it's worse to disrespect a belief than it is to disrespect an entire group of people that have been systemically violated. Not everyone follows the Quran. It's an individual belief. Sneako understands that words have meaning and can be disrespectful when it comes to something he personally believes in, but when it's a group of people and their immutable physical characteristics, all of a sudden it's fair game to antagonize them. He's selectively deciding when speech is okay based on his own personal beliefs. In other words, he applies an arbitrary set of rules on what you can and cannot say. For him, the line is when it's Allah. Allah because that's his God, and that's fair, and I actually do respect that. But you can't turn around and try to dismiss black people for not wanting a white man to use a disgusting slur that has been historically used to dehumanize us. The only reason he's okay with it is because he doesn't care about black people. In my opinion, everything Sneako is saying is just cope. The whole point Akademiks is making is that, dude, don't use words that clearly are emotionally charged, that clearly have social implications, and then expect people to treat you kindly. It's literally that simple.
Right, because society changed the meaning of this word. That's the point.
Okay. However, when that naturally happens, it happens.
I think what's going on here is he's just being a contrarian, bro. He's just like trying to disagree or find a disagreement within that, bro. Like because there's no way you gotta be rage baiting, bro. There's no way you're dead ass. There's no way he's dead ass.
Thing now is that nigga and the hard ER, they mean two very different things.
Because we allowed them to change their meaning. Because society moved on. Because we allowed them to change their meaning. Let go.
Yeah, you're being so.
Let go of these societal attributes to this word.
You see, and this is the same thing that Trump is pushing, bro.
All right, so
forget about the past. Why we keep worrying about the past? Let's erase it all. It didn't. Okay. Just so they can say it didn't happen.
The fact that you're not able to comprehend the difference between genocide.
No, you're saying that black people should let go of the hurt. But I'm saying, all right, you own that Palestine shit.
Before I talk about the Palestinian point, because Sneako is going to attempt to strawman Akademiks, let's actually focus on the first half of what was said. Sneako's argument is incredibly stupid to me. He's saying that society can change the meaning of words. So if that's the case, we can let go of the current meaning of the N-word and move past it. But Akademiks refutes this by bringing up Palestinians and the genocide. And Sneako wants to argue that it's different. But I actually think Akademiks had a decent comparison here, because even if we can socially influence the connotation of words, you can't just tell people to let it go, especially when it's still being used to dehumanize that same group of people. Exactly. Just like Palestinians are still in an ongoing conflict. Basically, all Akademiks is saying is that Sneako can have this compassion for one group of people, but when it's black people, all of a sudden that's out of the drain. And dude, the same way the N-word is being used in the modern time of 2026 is the same way they were using it historically. So what's changed?
This is crazy.
Acceptable again. And Sneako's an idiot. And now let's take it back to the Palestinian stuff, because I feel like Sneako was trying to straw man Akademiks, and I want to defend him.
I know you're usually like your religious stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. I could give two fucks about what's going on with the Jewish people and them Palestinian niggas. Both of them niggas could just go away.
So you care more about a word than you do about genocide?
That is
I care more about black people.
You care more about this word than genocide happening right now.
Do you not realize that that word is tied to genocide too? Are we serious right now? Am I wrong? Correct me if I'm wrong. Then I'll stand corrected. But is it not? So then how is it not the same? Bro.
You just said that. You care more about the hard R than you do about genocide.
I care more about black people more than I care about that type of shit.
Okay, but
like
that's
Sneako, you sound dumb as shit, bro.
Genocide, correct?
When you're making,
I just told you, I care more about black people in this country that I live in more than what the fuck is going on.
And the situation you're talking about is a word.
I don't care who wins that shit.
Okay, so genocide's happening in Palestine, and a word is being used in America, and you care more about this word.
I care about black people more.
Yeah, but there's not a genocide on black people happening.
Well, listen, we gotta nip it in the bud before it gets there. This thing is about to start a race war. Fuck what's going on in
That's why I said he should stop. That's why, fuck what's going on. I don't want to see a race war. I don't want to see people try to get a GoFundMe, try to be a vigilante.
So let's get something straight. Jim Crow is being actively implemented in the South.
Like
the
what?
Voting Rights Act has been gutted by an extremely Trump-favored and corrupt Supreme Court.
like, look at this ratio right here, bro. Look at this ratio right here, dog. These are tokens right here. Damn near. Got to be. Like, I don't see much diversity in this shit. It's crazy.
Black genocide. There is a racism problem prevalent in America. The southern states are still haunted by the spirit of the Confederacy. But Sneako, you don't care about that. You're selective in what you care about, and you're trying to make the argument that Akademiks somehow views the N-word as more important than an ongoing genocide. Sneako campaigned for the president that Netanyahu actually wanted. He campaigned for Trump. He supported Trump even though he's an Epstein affiliate. Sneako can't claim to care about Gaza or Palestinians Palestinians when the candidate he endorsed basically gave free rein to the person harming them. And as for Akademiks' take, I agree. While my sympathy and support remains firm with Palestinians, we're just not out there. That's a foreign war, and we have domestic issues to handle, like, I don't know, the Voting Rights Act being gutted. And like, the implications are that Akademiks doesn't care about the genocide or Palestinians, but even though I don't mess with the dude,
when has he said anything anti-Palestinian?
what I am seeing is some type of like racially ambiguous Asian dude who says nigga, morally posturing a black man about his reaction to racism in a country that is consistently showing us they don't respect us. Our country is going to shit, and Sneako's trying to morally posture someone about a genocide when he was sympathizing with a person who is actively dehumanizing a group of people, and he ran a pro-Trump campaign in 2024. Sneako, you're a bad person, and I hope nobody gives you the time of day. Genuinely, you're not a good dude, and you don't stand for anything. You don't talk about anything happening to black representation in the South. You don't talk about the injustices that black people face. As much as people hate Hassan, at least he stands for stuff. But let me show you the clip that brings us all together.
You see everybody talking about, Sneako love all this Muslim stuff. I'm not Muslim, I'm Baptist. And I don't want to disrespect no Muslim, but everybody got something they care about. You know what I mean? See, that's why I had to put it in his own home turf. All right, bet. So you think it's cool for him to disrespect black people because you don't care about black people. But I guarantee start to disrespect Muslims or show up to the mosque is a problem, right?
And literally when he did that, he felt some type of way.
Or you start you see the mood changes. Oh no, we're talking about God.
The mood changes because Sneako only speaks up when it's stuff he cares about. He's an edgy dude with a flimsy worldview. These free speech patriots only understand the power words have when it's at their expense. When it's a minority group, now all of a sudden we're chimping out. But when it's Charlie Kirk or their religion, all of a sudden niggas tripping. So with that being said, words are very powerful. I said it in my Chud the Builder video. If words can move people and cause us to resonate amongst ourselves, why are we denying their ability to tear other people down? It's literally the most disingenuous shit ever. And Sneako, if you see this, I really urge you to objectively look at your soul. You are one of the most vile, evil individuals with a platform, and I'm tired of seeing your face. This is why niggas laughed when you got punched. You are such an unlikable person. People don't even feel for you when you're in pain. But that's really all I had to say though.
But that being said, at the end of this video, make sure y'all comment down below your thoughts, leave a like and hit the subscription box below, the bell to the side. For those squad, we is on the road to 10K. Let's get there. With that being said, we is locked in. Let's get it.